with all these, you've described, Wes, a few transactions where literally one stock sale goes through 8 or 9 hands. How do you track that?
A lot of money and time.
Yeah.
Basically, you track it transaction by transaction. Just like the prosecutors, which Don can probably tell you about better than me, you follow the money. You follow the money, and typically that leads you to the bandits. And ultimately, they try to make it complicated because in the transient world, this electronic age that we live in, they can bing it around from Liechtenstein to Bahamas to Bermuda to Cayman to the Canary Islands, etc. And that would take you a year to 2 just to discover that one series of transactions in legal discovery. That's why this has taken, an extremely long period of time to really uncover. The reality is, though, it doesn't just exist in small companies. Much like the whole naked shorting and counterfeiting scheme and all types of financial instruments in this country, the mob has gone up the food chain. They've gone up the food chain. I mean, Don, you can remember Operation Uptick.
Yep.
And that involved 4 or 5 of the New York crime families. That was in more of a penny stock deal. In fact, I can recall when Don and I went to meet with Mr. Labella, who was involved with the Eagle Tech transaction, and we actually met him in what was the name of the prison that we met him in?
Bergen County Jail up in New Jersey, where we met with Labella, who was one of the masterminds here of this thing. But Tim, if I can just comment on something that Wes said there, and he's right on target, is that convincing the foreign countries that they had a problem was the most difficult thing, because many of the foreign countries, and I'm not suggesting that they were involved in this, but they got a lot of income from these types of activities that was going on in the foreign countries.
So, you mean the havens for the cash didn't want to do anything to investigate it because they didn't want to lose their deposits.
You got it, and just kind of turn their backs to, well, is there really a crime? We really don't see it, But they got the picture at some point. To the magnitude that they were dealing with it depended on the countries.
And this whole investigation in New Jersey, and when you got the Newark office finally interested in this, how have you seen the well, we've only got about 30 seconds, so we'll do this after the break, but I'd like to talk about where is all this headed today, and have you seen any trending down? Has this action by the German government made any difference? And how do we look at our investing today to avoid this kind of ripoff? And we will be back after these messages on winning strategies with Don Park and Wes Christian right after this.
Are you struggling with too much credit card debt?
When was the last time someone offered you a second chance to save thousands of dollars? If you owe the IRS or state at least $15,000, American Tax Relief is offering